think Preservation Hall is a good place. I think what we do here is good work. It's earnest, you know, and it's meaningful, and we're trying to fight. You know, every day is a battle and a fight against economics and against the things that everybody wants it to be, and the things that, you know, people think it should be. You find in New Orleans more than you do in any other city in the United States is we have a different idea. Our pleasure bar is much higher here than any other city I know. It frustrates me sometimes because you can't go open a book and learn to cook a pot of red beans and rice. You know, you know, it's like asking Picasso, like, well, what, you know, describe the color blue. You know, I mean, that is one of the most frustrating things for an artist, is when you have to describe what it is you do without actually experiencing it. And I say, you know, you can't cook a pot of red beans and rice unless you know what a pot of red beans and rice tastes like. You know, you can't play New Orleans jazz unless you know what it's like to march in a Mardi Gras parade for 6 miles, and, you know, on Mardi Gras Day, and hear the cheers of the crowd on Canal Street, you know, as you turn off of St. Charles Avenue. Those are those experiences that you have to have in life. It's not uncommon to find people from other countries coming to New Orleans to seek out almost like the meaning of life. You know, it's like, what is it? What is it that they put in their water in New Orleans that make these musicians play that way? What is it? What is that secret? What is the silver bullet? And I think that the ones that stay are the ones that realize that it's not one thing, that it's really about being a part of our community. You know, Marie, I remember we did a series of interviews with our musicians for a project that we did, and she had this great quote. She said, the first time I went to a funeral in New Orleans, I went as a tourist to see a New Orleans jazz funeral. The second time I went to a jazz funeral, I went to perform. The third time I went to a jazz funeral, it was someone I knew. And I think that that's the transition that someone has to go through to become part of our community.
They get nervous about